What we're doing here is revisiting form filling solutions with templates using a part of Acrobat Reader known as PDF portfolios. If you look at Acrobat, there is a section here called Create a PDF Portfolio. It's a very useful tool for adding dynamics to interactive forms. The key part about this presentation with Form 1, business name form, is this is the platform that's used to control the accuracy of form filling software. It's very easy to scan documents or download PDFs that are used within an office environment and then use a package like Adobe to create interactive form filling solutions. Remember, it's about providing templates so work can be done offshore or outsourced. It's about providing training tools within offices, and it's also about delivering accuracy. Remember, we're trying to reduce costs and increase accuracy all at the same time. So the portfolio presentation is very flexible, and this particular one, they all open up with a welcome screen, and here I've just put that it's a Form 1234 application for business name. You can have company logos in there. It's a very logical program. It doesn't take much to learn how to do this. So this particular PDF, and it would be linked with a whole range of them concerning the forms that an office might have, is for Forms 1 to 4. So in this case we're filling in a Form 1, so we then select Form 1 and then you open up the Form 1 PDF. Now remember, the idea behind interactive forms is tools, solutions, accuracy. So in here, and the person filling this in will be familiar with the logos and icons that you use. If you look at the little icon here next to the business name, if you click on that, it automatically will link you to the West Australian Consolidated Acts, all free information online, and give you the Act itself. That might be useful for someone who's filling in this form who wants to quickly check something. Remember, it's about providing the links to what people need to know in locations at the time they need to know it. The other thing about the form is that it becomes interactive in terms of it's easy to set up a information presentation when you select a field. So have you checked the name is available? It's a clear statement that when you're doing this, it saves a lot of time if you've done this up front. And again, there's a hyperlink here that you can click on, which takes you to the ASIC register to help determine the availability of a business name. Again, providing the information when it's needed. The alternative business names, again, there's a little note here. If you select an alternative business name, warning the user, the person filling in the form, that you require those alternative names to be documented. So if those names do get registered and there's a dispute with the client about who has selected them or why, you can cover off on that, again, by making sure the form is interactive. The nature of the business, again, a short little summary note there, just saying that it's the type of business being conducted. Some of it's fairly mechanical, some of it isn't. Another part to forms, and again it's easy to do, is you can provide basic controls. In Australia we have a postcode system where there are 4 digits, and basically every postcode in Australia is going to be between the number 1000 and 9999. Now whether they actually encompass that full range is not the point. So if you put in a postcode that only has 3 digits, the form can quickly be designed to error. And if you put in 5 digits, the same thing. So easy control checks. Same sort of thing can apply with the date. If you put a 32nd of something, which obviously is not possible, the form will error. These are small checks that are important when you're running form filling software, because it's helping you reduce the error rate, and there's simple solutions to run with. So all the fields in this form have these little parity checks. Birthdays, for example, you can set a date that you can't have a birthday greater than 2010, presumably you'd be too young to be registering for a business name. It all helps reduce error. Getting down to the corporation name, this is a significant area in terms of there are some complex details that go with this. And again, you select that field to put it in. As you select the field, the form automatically produces this little note warning you that if the business name is the same as a company name, you need to complete a deed of agreement. And then it refers you to the link, and the link is here. If you then click on that link, you'll then access that deed of agreement, which is automatically linked in the portfolio. You've got all the tools that you need to complete this form. Going back to the main form, you can then put in the details of the practice, etc., that's running this particular form. In other words, you don't have to keep rekeying that information in. Finally, these sort of forms, of course, have now become electronic, which means they can be stored electronically, and you can also export the information. Any form like this where information is put in can now be exported into databases, Excel spreadsheets. The handwritten forms, obviously, they have to be rekeyed, so it all is about saving time when completing these forms. In summary then, it's these sort of systems that are part and parcel of how to outsource information, how to outsource processing. You get small projects, and what you do is you provide specific templates to run those projects. And a person then offshore or working from home can then follow those procedures, and all these are linked in a so-called expert system where they're lined up in the correct way.